If any of you has an aversion to spiders, I'd recommend not watching the rest of the video because I, unlike you, sitting there safe from your mobile phone or your TV or your PC, you guys have a level of removal from this whole process. You have no investment in terms of your personal health and well-being. I, on the other hand, have to get in this car and drive it over to Abel's. Look at that. It looks like we picked up something from Fast and Furious, like purposely to restore. It's like this is the Super from the very first movie. It looks so bad. My dear friend Abel, he watched the three-rotor for me while I was out adventuring on adventure drives and back in Michigan for a little bit. But I didn't think he would do this. I made a new friend. Look at this. You're a pretty black spider. You have it looks like a red hourglass on your back. Hello, new friend. I want to pet you. I feel like nothing bad can happen from petting you. Mind you, he's asked me, hey, go pick up the three-rotor. Just go drive it back to my shop real quick to work on the seats. And I come back to the shop to this. All right, Abel, I'm on to you. I just noticed my second best friend right here came from the three-rotor, which was stored at your house. Okay, slick. Go. That seems innocent enough. I mean, arachnophobia, this is exactly how the movie plays out. Breeding and having tons of little black widow babies. That came from Abel's house. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the perfect crime. Have a whole family of black widows ready for Rob, and I gotta say, I'm impressed. Another way for me to die. Hey, bro, you didn't get the memo that you're not a black widow. Your boys are, your girls are, but you're not a black widow. You don't really fit in. You're still a spider. I guess that's cool, though. Whatever. Who thinks the car earned its new nickname? It is more or less the Black Widow maker. And Black Widows it has made. Oh, I'm not normally freaked out. I don't like little things touching me, I'll be honest. I don't like little creepy crawlies. But this takes the cake. Granted, from research, and I could be totally wrong, Black Widows are rarely fatal. But still, I don't want to test that. I don't want to be the first guy that ends up finding out that their venom is in fact fatal. 99.99% sure that nothing will happen. If this video never makes it out, well, then that 0.0001% chance happened, and you don't get the entertaining resolution because I'll be dead. Oh, Rob, but the interior looks safe. Wrong. Just gonna mosey on in here. Little Mr. Spider, Mrs. Spider. I'm not gonna disrupt your home. This is your car now. I can sign the title over to you, but I'm gonna need that shift knob. So, we cool? You're just protecting me from flies, right? So I saw all those webs over there and thought, okay, cool, it's my ride or die. Ride and die. My spider's gonna be my passenger seat. But, no! That spider's taunting your ass, telling you, try it, bitch. You won't grab it. Well, guess what? I'm dumb enough to grab it. Very gently. This is probably the worst thing ever. The car's not starting. Okay, fair enough. That's a typical RX-7 thing. But look at this. I have to check my connections, which my wiring is a mess. It's just Rob style. But it's completely covered in spider webs. There might be some retribution to all of this. You might be able to see some of the smoke coming from the turbo blanket, but I noticed there's no reason for it to be smoking other than the fact that there are a ton of webs around there, and I have no idea what's under that, or at least what was under that. Hopefully you guys all rot in turbo spider hell. I have wanted this next step for the longest time. I had these seats back when I had the 4-rotor as the 2-rotor, and I swapped them over to the 3-rotor. These are the carbon fiber seats. They look like Carrera GT seats. They're knockoffs, sadly. I didn't know that initially when I was sold them. But they are beautifully light, and they do fit for the FD. The only downside is the rail, the seat rail, has to be cut and re-welded. What Isaiah is ultimately doing is cutting off the supports from both the frame rails to the seat. and then we're gonna adjust them. Of course, these seats are not racing certified or anything like that. They're really nice, lightweight, knockoff carbon fiber seats. They work well, but to expect them to perform well in racing applications, not so much. Isaiah got the rails all cleaned up and prepped for TIG welding. I just have to mount them in and screw them in so that way they don't move when he goes to tack it all together. God, this car's a mess. And of course, everybody's telling me to move shit out of the way, which is where all the spiders are, and I'm messing with their home. Life's not good. They're all bolted up, and I also made sure that they're the equal distance across the whole way. Obviously, that's gonna be weird if you have the seat all cockeyed and whatnot, but she's ready for insertion. It's gonna be a little bit of a bitch getting it all squared up because obviously it's not meant exactly for this car. Isaiah's got these all prepped, ready to go. Of course, you know, nice clean surface to weld to, but they were originally bent out this way, and that's not really beneficial in this situation. So it's got to somehow touch down in there and give you enough room to obviously get a solid weld for a seat. And she's gonna make it difficult, but at least we have something to work with on the other one. This is beginning to look like a reality. Two of the same seats for the first time in God knows how many years. The pain in the ass part about that is those things can adjust in so many different ways.
How does it look over there as far as the brackets and how much meat is on the bracket?
Half the meat on the back one.
Perfect.
If the car catches on fire, that's a good thing.
Oh, no, trust me, I'm gonna catch on fire from the wiring before this.
Sad but true. My own work. So what, time to pop the seat out and then fully weld them?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unless you just want me to leave them tacked and you don't care about your passenger that much.
I really have no real regard for anybody that's in my passenger seat, as my life has shown. Unless you're riding it.
If you live, you live.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the car doesn't have a roll cage. It's kind of like already assume that you're going to die.
The line that was too brittle, they're gonna keep messing up.
Well, whoever installed it didn't install it.
And there you have it, a nice and solid seat mounted in there perfectly. The only looseness actually comes from the poorly designed rail itself. You know, what you buy is what you get, but the seat is in there solid. And finally, I have two seats that look the same in one of my RX-7s for the first time in probably 5 years. It is time to limp back to the shop. I think between the exhaust fumes and Isaiah's welding fumes, I'm pretty sure that all of the spiders in there are dead. At least that's my most scientific finding. I put the front bumper back on there with 2 bolts. We're gonna limp back to the shop and call it a night. If you're looking for a happy ending to this video or an ending at all, you won't find that here. Not just because it's my video, but because it's real life. And real life means there is no way I can guarantee that this car does not have any sort of Black Widow or Black Widow eggs. My life is now torn apart by this. there is no peace. There is no resolution. There could always be an egg hibernating, kind of like aliens ready to chest burst right all over me and face hug me to death. That's the reality of my situation. And you know what? That might be the sweetest form of death because I don't have to go to SEMA. I don't have to finish the 4-rotor. Maybe this is my sweet release. Thank you, Black Widow.